welcome to Emerald Lake. It's me, Raven. Sorry we had some technical difficulties, frickin' heck, but we're up and running. I will have to figure out what the heck that was later. Well, hello everybody. Thank you for the hydrate. I'll do that now, Darkstorm. Hi, DJ. Hope I'm doing good. I am kind of not. Either I've got some sinus issues, which is not terribly unheard of with me, or I am well and truly sick. And I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm sick. But otherwise pretty good. And for that, I'm only going to do one stream today, even though I said I'd do two. Because yeah. Be glad I am even here, cause I am. Cause if I hadn't managed to figure out feeling better, I wouldn't have done any. Then I should be resting, not streaming. I mean, you're not wrong, but I'm feeling better. I'm feeling up to finishing off this book. We've got the Moccasin Telegraph. I read it yesterday, and we had just 2 more to do, and so I want to be able to finish those off and wrap up that book before we do more. Oh no, I think I'm gonna sneeze. I'm gonna mute. It'll be loud, I can tell. Oh my gosh. Okay, not quite sneezed. It feels like I will. I don't know what happened. Okay. I hope you get well in peace. Thank you, Darkstorm. I hope so too. For right now, I'm gonna just cozy up with all of you guys. I'm gonna read a couple stories, and it'll feel very good to do that. I'm excited to do that. So let's read the Moccasin Telegraph next story. We just have 2 left. And if we finish these stories with a bunch of time to go, I'll be playing Kalimba and just chatting. Yeah, I'm sick. Yeah, welcome back, Adon. I am. It's either that or like something really wrong with my sinuses, which I mean is effectively sick. I don't know. Yes, it's horrible. Oh, ah. Thank you, Adon. If it's horrible, I'm sorry. What? Yeah, I sound horrible. Is that it? I don't feel horrible right now. I felt horrible earlier, but I don't feel horrible now. I think I'm okay. But yeah, she's sick. Well, what's that little guy? Panic. Well, it's horrible because you're not feeling. Oh, thank you, DJ. Okay, thank you. Well, I promise I'll rest tonight, and I will see you guys next week. I don't know what I'll be doing. I know I have to miss out one day. I have to miss out on Monday next week. But Protector, our princess. Oh, I like that little screamy kitty. Yes, protect. I will probably be back by Sunday. We'll see. But I don't see this taking all that long. We'll find out. We'll find out how long Raven is sick. I was gonna miss tomorrow anyway, so that's no big difference there. But I still feel bad. I'm missing so many streams. So this is what I do today, so I at least meet my halfway. I'll do 3 instead of 6. Minimum. I'd say stuff, but I'm cleaning up my living room. Go ahead and clean. Go ahead and lurk by cleaning. No worries. Sip, sip. Yes. Yes. I'll be cuddling up and just sipping. It will be very nice. But okay. So, let's read our stories. Yee, popcorn frog. Let's read our stories. We've got it all lined up. It's Pius Blindman is coming home, which sounds very interesting. So, I want to cuddle too. Oh, aw. Doggo has done his business. Now I'm here to make sure I don't have to clean up any additional Oh, hi everyone. Hi, Cage. I hope Doggo is doing good now. Yes, we should all cuddle up. It will be very nice. Okay. But here is Pius Blindman coming home. The trouble. Oh. Hi, El Chiquitas. Hello, hello. Oh, you sweet little uppies. They're sweet little uppies. They look so cute. Look at their little toe beans. The fact that whoever animated that took the time to do the little toe beans is so cute. I appreciate. Oh, and a hug. Oh, you got a black kitty too? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I have no one to cuddle with. I have only my frogs. We'll all just have to grab a pillow for hugs. It's all good. He's cut himself short. Ooh. Because he thought the car was leaving without him. Oh! Someone opened the door. But he did go. And we would have turn around to I don't know, 2 or 3 dozen Canadian geese. Ooh, not the geese. 96% love. Oh, yeah, you know it. You know it. You got the good number. It's the real number. There you go. Okay, I need to read this. I need to actually read. That's what we're here for. So, I'm getting distracted by that. The Cobra Chicken Militia. Yes, really though. Okay. Ah, focus right. Alright, here we go. The trouble started because Minnie Blindman's daughter told a lie. Ooh, uh-oh. Betty, the daughter, gotta be 60 or more years old. Ooh, okay. Her own family growed up and gone, and her husband, he died. Must be close to 10 years ago. Betty, she checked first with her church to see if the lie was okay. I don't know what that means, but okay. After her husband died, she got hooked in by one of the big churches in Wetaskiwin who like to have an Indian or two around to show they ain't prejudiced. Betty Thomas is big and flabby, which I guess is Minnie Blindman's daughter with Betty Thomas. I don't know who Minnie Blindman is, but okay. Betty Thomas is big and flabby, wear thick glasses. The end of the world is coming. Oh no. Oh no, you're one of those for now, are you? She wear thick glasses, gray dresses, and like to clasp her hands across her belly when she's sitting down, and smile off into the distance like she sees something there that nobody else does. Yes, it is because it's okay, guys. It's okay. The reason she told the lie was that the doctors say her mama is gonna die at any minute. Minnie Blindman, okay. Betty go around the reserve, all puffy-faced from crying, and tell everybody who listen how much she loves her mama and how the old lady is the only reason she got for a living. Sometimes if you love somebody, you show it by letting them die, growled Mad Etta after Betty been at Etta's cabin all afternoon, crying in her teacup. Nature know what it is doing. That old lady so small, she gonna get blown away by the wind just like a dried up leaf. Oh, maybe, yes, that got folded in. Okay. Frickin' heck. Oh. Hello, Summer. We need to make her better, but how? It's okay, guys. We'll just read. It's alright. I'll be alright. Um, I asked the Reverend, Betty Thomas tell everyone, and he said if it give Mama hope and make her live longer, then it is all right. I heard her say that myself one afternoon down to Blue Quill's Hall. That must have been 5 years ago or more, and I bet her Mama then was close to 90. Ooh. Is my mic a bit low? Is my mic a bit low? Do. I hope you have teal. Teal. Tea. Yes. There's tea. I think more important is just general water right now, because it is a sinus and headache is the leading. But anyway, okay. Ask the Reverend, she's close to 90, okay. Thank you, Darkstar. Okay. The lie Betty Thomas told the old lady was that her son, Betty's brother, Pius Blindman, was coming home. Oh, okay. She lied saying her son is coming home. But she, as far as you know, no. Betty didn't even know where Pius Blindman was. Nobody did. But he was always the old lady's favorite, and Betty figured to cheer her up. Ooh, that sucks. She's like, my mama's my reason to live, and her favorite child is not me. Oops. But okay. That's her old lady's favorite. Pius phoned from over the mountains in British Columbia, I told Mama. Say he catchin' the bus and he here in a few days. I guess is what Betty says to Silas or whoever. After she heard that news from Betty, they say old Minnie Blindman perk up like a wilted plant that been watered. She ain't done much for the last few years, but lay on the black and white striped mattress on the old iron bed in Betty's cabin. Her mind, folks say, is pretty sharp, though she's not always sure about which is the past and which is right now. It is her body that is in bad shape, wearing down with old age like a stone in a riverbed. She have some kind of operation in the hospital in Wetaskiwin, and afterwards the doctors say for Betty to take her home to die. Oof. I remember seeing Minnie Blindman a few times as she hobbled across Betty's yard. Old woman remind me of a small, spiky tree covered with gray speckled cloth. El Chiquitas is the Joker? Does that make Raven Batman? I would say I want to fight El Chiquitas. I just let him bite. Bonk me. Where's happening? Of course, no worries. You don't have to apologize for being the cookie, the crazy. Are they referencing or mocking her? Me or the blind man? I don't know. Batman helps the Joker. I can't even do my usual high-pitched squeaky. I don't know how accurate that is. Okay, the story. Yeah, I don't think they're mocking her. They're just trying to get her to like perk up is what they're after. But Silas, whenever he's describing someone, is a little bit... There's only one person he's ever been very nice about, and that was Gooch. Looked at the weather. Tomorrow will be storm. Oh no. Oh, I got a cough. Hold on. Okay. We continue. I got focus. So, yeah, Silas is saying that she looks very spiky. She walked with a cane, scuffing up dust and scattering Betty's few orange-eyed leghorns. She talked to herself in Cree and point a knobby old finger at us kids. She say things that don't make too much sense to us, tell us to grow up to be good, strong hunters, and say sometime she show us the best places in the hills to to pick Saskatoons. I'm not asleep. I told you guys before, when I'm reading the book, I might be looking down. If I put the book way up here, but It's hard to do that. I just want my book in my hand. I'd like to try and figure out a different positioning for camera, but I cannot. So, deal with it. I look a sleepy. It's okay. You're sleepy, sleepy kitty. Oh. What's the oh yeah? Darkstorm got 96 Riz. That's why. Oh yeah. Heck yeah. Cool cat. Okay. Focus, Raven. Alright. They say she's telling them to grow up to be strong hunters. Say sometimes she will show us the best places in the hills to pick Saskatoons. That's what she's gonna do. The way Betty tell it, when old Minnie hear that Pius Blindman is coming home, she raise herself up in bed and eat some solid food for the first time since she come from the hospital. No, what do you mean no? Oh, the bonk didn't work. Ha ha ha. Been fighting me too much. Darkstorm, why you slap yourself? Adon. Oh, you got 2 bad numbers. I'm not very much paying close attention to all of your numbers, 'cause, well, I'm gonna operate slower today. Yep, I'm still awake. Stop slapping yourself. Sorry you got bad numbers, Adon. Did you get 1 good number, or did you get scared to do the next one? Of course, El Chiquitas with the bites and the bonks. Okay, I get it. I'll be quiet then. No, you're good. You're okay. I'm not able to split my focus as well. No good numbers. Darn. I'm sorry. It's not fair. It's not fair. It used to be that it never happened that you would get all bad numbers, but it's happened a couple times. La Honk went and bonked. El Chiquitas didn't do it. La Honk did it. Ah. Bonk. Senor, por favor. You always say that. Okay, I need to focus on story now. Okay? I'm gonna do that, or else we'll never read the stories. Right, so like she had gone to the hospital and she was in for surgery, and they said, freaking guns. Okay, they said that she should just go home to die because she's not gonna live. But then her daughter lied to her, said that Pius was coming home, and she picked up and she actually ate solid food. That's the big thing. Then she asked to get out of her nightgown and have her dress put on her, and she asked Betty to comb her hair for her, say it's 'cause she want to look nice for Pius. And she even shaped her toothless old mouth, look like it been closed by a drawstring, into a smile. So she's smiling, she's having good times. Hey, remember to have translations in Darkstorm? Is that nice or no? Okay. There weren't nothing special about Pius Blindman, except he was Minnie's only son. He would be 50 years old or so. I remember him as a thin, stoop-shouldered man with mean eyes. Once I seen him wear a yellow flannel shirt full of green lines look like oat stems been laid in square patterns on it. That is the way I see him in my mind. He sometime cut brush for the railway, but mostly did nothing at all. He hang around the bars in Wetaskiwin and Edmonton and marry a city girl, but don't stay with her long. She was about as bad as him, and their kids got give to the welfare to raise. So the kids got taken away for like they went into the foster system. At the time, Betty told the lie nobody around Hobama had seen Pius for maybe 5 years. I read somewhere that families are groups of people that nobody else wants. Guess that must be true. Otherwise, why would old Minnie care about seeing Pius again? I knew it was bad. See? You guys need to have the translations. And please, keep us all in the group. Ah, yes, you know a Spanish woman. She's Peruvian. There you go. Ah, okay. Brain. It's okay, Darkstorm. Just make sure in the future. Okay. If instead of her preacher, Betty had asked somebody who knew what they was doing, somebody like Mad Etta, our medicine lady, who knew more than any priest or doctor you could name, she would have been told not to tell the lie. Not because it was a lie, but because of what it would do to old Minnie. Uh-oh. So, when Betty asked the priest, he said, yeah, but Mad Etta would have told her better, and I'm guessing this is not going to end well for Minnie, and, yeah. Okay. There's a fat difference between giving out hope and giving out false hope, Mad Etta say to me. Etta is sitting on her tree trunk chair in her cabin. It is hot September and the cabin is full of flies. Mad Etta waved them off her with her beefy big hand, but they just circle around and land where they was before. Then there's a break and we pick up. Whatever the doctors thought was going to kill Minnie Blindman didn't. They were surprised when a week after Betty told the lie, that old woman was able to walk from the car into their office. Ooh, thank you for hydrate. 63 for Josh. Nice. We've got some better and we've got some worse. But, frick. Oh, I did those hydrates. I should say I did them. Alright. Hello, Josh. So, Minnie didn't die. She's still around. Maybe because of the lie, maybe not. And we knew the way Silas told it that she's going to be around for a while, possibly. So, oh boy. Ooh, I'll stretch after this one, but okay. So she's able to even get into the doctor's office. Here we go. In the office, she grinned at them out of her thin, leathery face as she talked Cree to Betty, answering the doctor's questions. I'm better because my son Pius is coming home, she told Betty to tell them. But it wasn't long before old Minnie was sick again. Because, of course, she can't hold on to hope to keep her around for forever. Nature knows what it's doing, Etta said again, after she'd doctored some on the old woman. Bodies wear out just like clothes or cars. Ain't nothing me or anybody else can do for her. Sorry, folks. But we all, even Etta, didn't guess at how deep and hot the fire was that kept Minnie Blindman alive and looking forward to seeing her son. So yeah, she's gonna keep burning. She's gonna have that hope fueling her for a while. Like I said, Silas kind of gave away that it's years. But anyway. She have at least 1 or 2 operations every year since then. Doctors have to open her up again and again, rearrange her insides. They take out parts she don't need and patch up what's left. 2 years ago, her circulation go bad, and one of her legs have to come off above the knee. Betty get the preacher from church down to the hospital that time, and they pray over her for a while. Betty Thomas, she signed the old lady up to the church, not because old Minnie have any idea of what she is doing, but because it make Betty feel more righteous than she is already. Doctors only do that leg operation because Betty insists. They say no way the old woman's heart can stand the shock. But she keep on living. There's kind of a haze between her and the world. She don't realize how much time has gone by. To her it is like only a day or so has passed since she heard Pius was coming home. Every day she thinks is going to be that day, and the thought of it, like a strong medicine, keep her alive. Last winter she go into the hospital again and have her right eye taken out because doctors say she got a cancer in there. Her eyelid is fallen in, look like a brown leaf been pushed in where the eye used to be. When she get home, my friend, Ethan Firstrider. He wire up boards along each side of her bed so she can't fall off to the floor. She's in essentially a crib now. Oh, go. Okay. All day, every day, she lay mainly on her back like a baby, her old tobacco-colored hands waving slowly in front of her face. The big veins on the back of her hands are the color of new denim. Minnie gets so she have to have a babysitter just like she was a child, and my girlfriend, Sadie One Wound, take on the job some evenings. Old Minnie have to be kept in diapers, and the cabin full of the smell of soiled cloth and sour milk. Sadie have to change those diapers. When she do, I try to look the other way. It is like my eyes was metal and a magnet keep pull them over toward the bed. The old lady's thighs and belly covered in red. It's P-U-S-Y when I say this. Like pussy looking sores. She have a disease the doctors call shingles. When I look at her, even when I'm across the room, my stomach come up in my throat. I couldn't do things like that for a grown-up person. But on those evenings when I visit, even as sick as she is, when she hears a man's voice, old Minnie raise up her head and whisper, "Pius, is that you? Have you come home?" "It's only my boyfriend," Sadie tells her. The old lady drops her head back on her pillow and goes to sleep. This is a lot. Ooh, there's a bot that translates. That might be something to look into. But it won't ever get like an automatic bot won't ever get the little nuance things. But anyway, we can't either with our Google Translate. There's a break in the story and I'll pick back up. But I'm going to scroll and quickly catch up on all of you guys chatting. 'Cause y'all been chatting a lot. And the head pats and the hugs. Yes, the bot would be cool. I believe it couldn't be worse. Most people are already likely using Google Translate or DeepL as it is. It's true. You're right. Well, if we know who's using that, we can ask them. I think it would be a good idea to use the bot to help out. Okay. It was maybe a month ago that Betty came to Eda's cabin. Eda and me was playing rummy with a deck missing 2 cards. Eda cheats if you don't watch her close, but she says cheating is part of the game. It teaches you keep your eyes open and watch your opponent. Of course, Eda. "I can't take no more," Betty says. "That thing over there that was my mama is never gonna die." Eda stays silent, and Betty look up and down. If ever Eda have the chance to say "I told you so," this is it, but she don't take it. "Why are you telling me?" says Eda. "You told her the lie. You untell it." Ooh. "Eda, you gotta tell her." "Get your god man to do it." Eda would have. That's Eda saying it back, but didn't say that. "He don't speak no Cree. Never been out to the reserve either." "Make it easy for him to give advice then, don't it?" I like your sass, Eda. Okay. "Please, Eda." Betty Thomas's glasses are fogging up. Tears ooze out from under the glass and make paths down her fat cheeks. "She'll die if you tell her," says Eda. "It will be just like turning out a light. Who wants that responsibility? You sure ain't ready for it, or you wouldn't be here." Ooh. Betty Thomas get kind of snooty after that. Act as if Eda is at fault for not jumping up quick to do the dirty work. But finally she go away, sniffling loud. Next day I suggest to some of the guys down at the pool hall at Hobama that maybe we could find Pius Blindman and bring him home to see his mama. You couldn't have figured that out years ago? Anyway. Oh boy, here we go. We finally got a Frank poppin'. We'll be just like some of them detectives on TV, says my friend Frank Fence Post. Frank, he square up his shoulders and say he pretend he is this Magnum PI fellow. We have lots of pretty girls hang all over us, a fancy car, we get in lots of fist fights and win them all and always make the cops look like jerks. Heck yeah, that's Frank's energy for sure. That only happens on TV, I say, and I don't know then how right I am. How do we go about finding a guy anybody has seen for 10 years, we ask, and don't come up with too many answers. Nobody we know of have a picture of Pius. We suppose police in Wetaskiwin and Edmonton do, but they sure wouldn't give it to us even if we told them we was doing detective work. We take Louis Coyote's truck and drive up to Edmonton, where we check out the Indian bars, the York, the New Empire, the Royal, the Hub, and a couple of others, but we don't find no sign of Pius Blindman. We check too around the Sally Ann, the Single Men's Shelter, and a couple of missions without having any better luck. Then, just by looking in the Edmonton telephone book, we find a listing for Jeannie Blindman, who turned out to be Pius's ex-wife. She ain't a very nice lady. She got a voice like a rasp grating on iron. I know a Jeannie with a rasp. Sorry, I'm like, do I know? Yeah, okay. Rasp grating on iron, and all she have to say about him is, when that SOB dies, I hope he dies slow. Ooh. We find out that we seen him since she has. Oh, okay. We do that same kind of check of bars and shelters in Red Deer and Calgary. We make us some pretty good parties while we check in the bars, but we don't find out nothing about Pius Blindman. Finally, I go to the RCMP in Wetaskiwin. Most RCMPs is young and like to bang their boots on the floor when they walk. You want to file a missing persons report? A young officer with short hair and a square chin say to me. I guess. What kind of relative is he? He's Betty Thomas's brother and Minnie Blindman's son. And then I guess the RCMP guy interrupts. No. How is he related to you? He ain't. Why do you want to find him? He owe you money? And the young constable grin at me like he just said something smart. Can't file a missing persons report unless you're a relative. And Silas just says, his old mama want to see him before she die. How long's he been gone? Oh no. Okay, that was a big sneeze, and it was very loud, and I'm glad I muted in time. Okay. Mega sneeze. It was. I tell you, I usually don't have very big sneezes. Blissy. Thank you. Oh, you guys been chatty. I will go back through that. Ooh, there's a hydrate. I will hydrate. Thank you. Okay. I will go back in a minute. My brain cannot do all this. No, it should have been my God. If it wasn't so loud, I can understand. I've had sneezes before and you guys are like, oh, that's cute. And I'm like, oh, okay. But like a big one that's gonna blow up your earballs, no, not doing it. I'm protecting you, I promise. Raven brain need an update. Right now, it just need hydration and less aches. Brain, ouch. I wish I had bread in here right now. But okay, so he's at the RCMP. They're asking, why do you want him? His old mama want to see him before she die. How long's he been gone? 10 years or so. 10 years! The constable say in a loud voice. You'd better have his mother or some blood relative come in and file the report. And that's the end of that. Yeah, my guy, I think, can I please just file the report? He's been gone a while. Reminds me of the time where Violet muted her mic but forgot to mute her reverb source, and her sneeze came over and she immediately realized it just went, oh shit. Was that a really loud one when she did it? I was not there. You clipped that? Oh, I have to go look for that. I'll go look for that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'll go look for her. Whoa. Okay. Do. Alright, so there's the break in the story. 5 people clipped it. Ooh, I had lots of people did. Oh, bye. Okay. Do. The next time I see Constable Greer driving his patrol car down the street, I flag him down. So this is a while later. Separate time. I don't know if they ever filed the report, because who knows if Betty went in and filed it, but anyway. So Silas sees this constable and flags him down. Constable Greer is an old RCMP. They're gonna leave me here in Wetaskiwin until I retire, he told us once. Constable Greer is too nice to be an RCMP. I guess that is why he never get promoted. Go off, Silas. That's true. When I tell him my story, he say he'll have a look in the files and see what he can do for us. If we knew we had a nice RCMP, why didn't we go specifically to him? But okay. He says he'll see what you can do for us, but don't come around the office asking questions. I'll let you know what I find out. Yes. Good job. Good job, Mr. Sir Constable Dude. Okay. Hey, someone send a clip on Discord. Is it on Discord? Oh, I'll go find later too. Oh, the head pats. I think sleep is a concept. Go sleep after this. We're about to get our break, by the way, so you guys can drop your redeems. I'll be getting to redeems very shortly. Anyway, okay. About 3 months later, Constable Greer pulled his car up to the curb just as me and Frank Fencepost and our girlfriend, CD1 Wound and Connie Big Charles, is coming out of the Alice Hotel. Constable Greer say that RCMPs finally link up Pius Blindman's fingerprints from the times he got picked up drunk in Wetaskiwin. Oh no. To the prints of a man who got killed walking down the shoulder of the Trans-Canada Highway near a place called Inglis, Ontario. That happened 6, maybe 7 years ago. He was buried as a John Doe, Constable Greer say. No one knew what Pius Blindman was doing there so far from home. Oh gosh, that's awful. Okay, and then there's another break. So like years ago, maybe before the lie even happened. I think it is before the lie even happened, because when he said it'd been 5 years since they'd seen him at the start, and then it was 5 years because he said he's been gone 10 now. So yeah, this is before Betty even did the lie. He's been dead in Ontario, pretty far from Alberta. Oh my gosh, okay. And then we pick up the story again. Last jog of story here. Sadie still babysit for Betty Thomas. Oh no. Once in a while, old Minnie Blindman speak up in Cree. Don't care if anybody listening or not. Her one eye from the dark of the bed looked like it belonging to an animal hid deep in a hedge. Even he died, she say one night, and I see she looking at a crucifix what Betty hung from the wood railing that make the bed into a crib. I can't die, she wail, and her rusty old voice get louder than I ever imagined it could. I can't die until Pius gets here. He's on his way. I can't die until I see him again. Then she make little whimpering sounds like a baby and curl up, pulling her one leg up under her chin. She is frail as willow twigs and tiny as a 4-year-old. Oh my god, this hurts my heart. Last night, Sadie walked down to the Hobama General Store for cigarettes. Leave me alone with the old woman. Sadie is hardly gone when old Minnie wake up making sobbing sounds like maybe she was having a bad dream. It's all right, I say. You're not alone. Pius, is that you? She say real clear and stare over in my direction. She pull her head onto her pillow and brush her hair off her face just like a schoolgirl. I move one step deeper into the shadows. In the orange glow of the coal oil lamp, Minnie's one eye glows red, tiny and full of hate as a wolverine in a trap. I stand real still. My shadow is tall and black and folds over the middle of the bed and up the wall. Pius, is that you? The old woman says again. The end. Oh my gosh. I don't know why her eye is supposedly full of hate, my guy. I would have said full of pain. Jeez, Silas. I think you're just scared of old ladies, but anyway. Oh, that hurts. Okay, I'm going to do things. I don't know, maybe I try sleep. Okay, go ahead. No worries, Darkstorm. No, thank you. Yeah, I'll try and... I'll be getting lots of sleep soon enough. But thank you. Ooh, that one hurts. That one hurts. You'll try not to sleep? That sounds like a bad idea. Please go sleep. Please, everybody, look after yourselves and sleep. I say that as someone that almost didn't sleep last night, and it hurt me a lot. And I did get a little bit of sleep, but not much till after the morning had already come. Okay, that was our story. We're moving on. If you have redeems, we'll do those. I'm gonna do that stretch now that I've hydrated too. Okay, stretch. Oh, that felt good. Jeez, the yawnings. Okay. And now I'm gonna just scroll back up at what all you're freaking saying. I don't know. Where was we? Ooh. Okay. This is a very cute one. I like it, Adon. I am Raven, blade of the Emerald Lake. My frogs have not known defeat. They won't. I can promise I sleep before 2 a.m. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay. Scanning what you guys were saying. We lost a frog. We didn't lose a frog. I didn't say they will come back. The frogs didn't leave, did they? Oh, you meant one of us friends. Who left? This could be... El Chiquitas came back? Yes, okay. I don't know what happened. Okay, but El Chiquitas is here. Not gone. Head pats, bonks. Raven Brain need update? Yeah. No, I want to hear monsters sneeze. Please. No. Don't hurt your ears like that. And there's the Raven, or the Vi clip. My gosh. You mean send clip on Discord. We will see it later. Happy to back. And then you're gonna go bed. Huh? Stop threatening my frogs, El Chiquitas. Okay, they will know defeat. They will not, Lahonk. You will not steal my frogs. No frog killing. None of that. Okay. Well, nobody said any redeem, so I'm just gonna do a little bit of kalimba before our next story then. How about that? Love slap. Yes, I understand. It's what you do. Ugh. Okay, kalimba. Here we go. Hey, that went pretty good. Okay. I did that really good for how slow I've been. Celebrate, little frogs. We did good. Okay. Okay. Let's see if we can do the other one. Alright. A little bit of stumbly. Let's freaking go! I did both songs without much stumbling! Yay! I didn't have to restart them. Eep! Eep, eep, eep! I did it. I'm very proud. You love that one? Yeah, it's a good one to go, but I should be more nervous about playing it because of copyright. But, I try. Hopefully when I put these up on YouTube, there's no problems. If there is, they might, like, move it away. Why does it sound weird now? No, it doesn't. It's just because my headphones are on. It sounds so much different without my headphones on that it's very trippy. Okay. Well then, I'll just try the last one, which is not quite necessary because I don't think it's anybody's birthday, but we try this one too. Again, very straightforward. I don't practice that one as much. I should. Okay, but there it goes. Feliz cumpleaños, feliz. Aha, yes. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Okay. Well, there's been no redeems. Nobody said any triggers. So I guess I'll just read the next story. But remember, you can redeem, and I'll get to them. It's likely that we finish this story and have a little bit of time for redeems again too. But well, I don't know. This one looks like it's going to be maybe a little bit longer. Yeah. Another day, appreciate a Raven Spanish. Yes. Lots of teeny tiny ravens speaking in other languages for just a phrase or two moments. But okay. This last one has a very interesting title. I think it will be intriguing to use. Let's see. It is Fugitives. Very interesting. So let's open her up. Let's read the last book of the Moccasin Telegraph book, or the last story of the Moccasin Telegraph book. And yeah, finish up this run and this stream possibly. Okay, I'm excited. Okay. He usually ends with some very interesting stories at the end. Remember, Gooch was the last one, which was like so interesting, and then it was such a heavy end to it too. Okay, I'm expecting this one to be kind of big. We'll see. They have been wild ones, yeah. Okay. Fugitives. I guess nobody ever going to know for sure what happened one afternoon in June 1977 at the Red Pheasant Reserve in Saskatchewan. Woohoo. 2 RCMP guys ended up dead. Everybody know that. Oh my gosh, really? Frank? Was it Frank? Could it be Frank? I'm just saying. Should we be concerned it's Frank? Okay. And Grover Manybears got charged with murder, even though there must have been 100 or more shots fired on both sides, and there was 40 or 50 guys with guns. Holy shit. This is gonna be a heavy one, I'm just telling yous. Ooh, DJ. Okay, we'll do the guillotine at the end if there's time. I'm assuming there will be, but yeah. That June afternoon, the RCMP comes snooping around the reserve for no good reason except to hassle Grover Manybears and his friends, because Grover be the founder of CIFF, Canadian Indians for Freedom. So a little bit similar to the Indian movement people in the U.S. Grover been off to the USA to study with the American Indian movement people, yeah. And quite a few times in the last year, he made the RCMP not just look bad, but look stupid. Hell yeah, Grover. Okay. That, I guess, was his worst mistake. Your enemies never like to be made look stupid. Grover have the lawyers of CIFF, C-I-F-F, I'll call them CIFF, take the RCMP to court. When they do, them lawyers show that the RCMP not just lying through their teeth, which everyone know they do all the time when it comes to cases where Indians is in trouble, but that they plan their lies, and that it ain't just the constables who make the arrests who lying, but their bosses in Regina and Saskatoon, men who knew all about the lies and okayed them. You missed some kalimba, and now just the very start of this first one. We know it's gonna be a chaotic last story, so just tuck in for now. After Grover Manybears and the lawyers from CIFF bring in new evidence and witnesses, why, quite a few people get new trials and is acquitted, and a whole lot of cases due to come to trial was just dropped. A couple of junior constables get fired for lying, and the head inspector of RCMPs for the Red Pheasant area suddenly get transferred to Quebec. I wonder why. After that, Grover go on a speaking tour of other reserves in Saskatchewan and Alberta, tell how he defeat the RCMP at their own sneaky games. Grover Manybears is stocky built, got a little tummy that hang over his belt. He is about 35, have long black hair to below his shoulders, brown eyes, a large fleshy nose, and a brush of a mustache that cover his upper lip completely. Grover always wear a red bandana tied across his forehead just like a pirate. That bandana tied so low it cover up his eyebrows. The RCMP aren't quick to forget when someone make them look like fools. And they start to follow Grover around. Wherever he talk, why the RCMP don't interfere with his speech, but they set up roadblocks and search all the cars and trucks coming to his meeting and all those they find parked anywhere around the meeting house. They issue tickets for every little thing, like having license plate lights burned out or tires without enough tread. They check for unpaid traffic tickets, expired insurance cards, and stuff like that. Then they arrest the drivers and carry them off to jail. They even give tickets for not using seat belts, a law that ain't even enforced anywhere else in the province. What, it should be, but obviously these guys are just being picky, and now that it's modern times, we realize that matters more. But anyway, okay. I mean, this was modern, but specifically about car safety. It feels like ye olden days, not caring about seatbelts. Anyway, okay. Grover's lawyers get most of the charges dropped, but it gets so people hate to take the trouble to come hear him. The shooting started at a powwow, which is extra messed up, just gonna say. When the RCMP come along with a whole van load of young constables, just graduate the RCMP school in Regina. These guys ain't even in uniform, just got a badge in their pocket to show they is policemen, so they're being all hidden. Sniffs is a natural. You get natural sniffs as I go and read. Okay. One of these young policemen gave a ticket to a man named Louis Heifer, because the back end of Lewis's pickup is jacked up 1 inch higher than some silly law say it ought to be. Lewis tear up the ticket, get in his truck, and drive off. The constable call out that Lewis is under arrest, take a gun from his jacket, and go to shoot the back of the truck. Somebody knock the gun from his hand, and it shoot into the ground. Well, I'm glad somebody kept it from hurting somebody, but still, pretty soon everybody is running for their guns, and the Indians and RCMP draw up lines and shoot at each other for most of an hour. 2 of them young constables get shot. Did nobody else get hit? No one else get injured? Just the 2 that died got hit? Anyway, okay. About 3 days later, the RCMP charged Grover Manybears with both murders, which is, I'm gonna call it, bullshit. He's probably not even right there, but anyway. They have the trial in Regina in front of a white jury. All they got is 1 witness, a scrawny little Indian woman with eyes tiny as drill points. Her name is Anna Wolverine, and she don't speak English. The RCMP bring in a Cree-speaking person all the way from Ottawa to deliver Anna Wolverine's words. What she say is, when the shooting start, I hid under my old man's truck. Grover Manybears was there with a big rifle and was shooting. I seen him hit 2 of the men across the clearing. Grover have the SIF lawyers working for him. They bring in lots of witnesses and they try really hard for him, but the one thing they can't do is break Anna Wolverine's story. She really sound like a lady who is telling the truth. The jury only take an hour to find Grover guilty, and he gets sentenced to 2 life terms in prison. You can bet every RCMP in the country smile big when they hear that. What they don't count on is Grover being slippery as a live fish. Ooh, okay. Before they can even move him to the big prison at Prince Albert, Grover escape. Okay. He managed to stay free for 11 days before he got caught hitchhiking toward U.S. border. Grover's lawyers file every kind of appeal possible, and they keep on trying to find new evidence that would set Grover Manybears free. Part of the new evidence is that 2 other Indians, Bill Wildcat and Mose Gautier, come forward to say that they was the ones who shot RCMPs. They even tell how they dumped their rifles in a lake way back on the reserve. The RCMPs sent out a team to drag the lake. They find the guns and haul them away, but then nothing happened. When Grover's lawyers ask about the guns, the RCMP claim they never sent no one to the lake. They claim they don't believe the stories of Bill Wildcat and Mose Gautier. Then one day, Anna Wolverine come to see Grover's lawyers. Oh my gosh. I lied, she say. I never saw nothing that day. But the social workers came around my house the next week, say they going to take my kids away from me. We ain't no worse off than anybody else, but they say there been complaints about my old man roughing up the kids, and about us not having enough food, and the house not being insulated. Social workers say they going to take my kids away to the city, and I never see them again. Next day, she say, the RCMP come around, tell me if I testify against Grover Manybears, they fix it so I can keep my kids. What else could I do? My God. Grover's lawyers take an official statement from Anna and send it to the Attorney General of Saskatchewan, the Justice Department in Ottawa, and anybody else who should be interested in justice. Indians, and even some white people, is plenty upset by what happened. There is meetings to plan action. People sign petitions for Grover to get a new trial. There is even some bumper stickers printed up that read, and this is all caps, "Free Grover Manybears." Grover's girlfriend, Sandra Byrne, is the one who do a lot of that organizing, write letters and press releases, keep the pressure on the courts and the government. Sandra is one pretty woman. Not so much pretty as proud. Everything about her is straight and tough. She wear her long hair pulled back off her bronze-colored face and tied at the back of her neck with a red bandana, the same kind Grover wear around his forehead. Her back is straight, her legs long, and she wear a wide black belt on her blue jeans with a single red stone in the silver buckle. Oh my gosh. Her breasts be high, and the silky material of her shirt show them off. Okay, Silas. She got eyes that don't miss a single thing go on around her. Finally, after almost 2 years, some Frenchman from Ottawa issue a statement saying the charges that the RCMP used false information to quote-unquote here, get Grover Manybears is ridiculous. The new trial is denied, and them guys from Ottawa won't even talk about it, let alone agree to meet with Anna Wolverine. There's simply no new evidence, they say. We would just be going through everything that was presented the first time around. Ooh, thank you for the follow. SERPS? SRPS? SERPS? Welcome in, welcome in. Why are we dropping money, frogs? Did someone drop money? Did I miss a throne thing or something? Booty shake, booty shake. Why are you doing money, frogs? What are you doing? I focus. I don't know, but it is funny. Okay, El Chiquitas, okay. I am confusion. Oh, you thought it was for follow. I mean, we could come up with something for follow. I have my own where I have to say their name. I have to say their name if I see there's a follow. But, fair enough. Come here. Aha! A dance. Dance is good. We could do dance for follows. Do a little dancey for the follows. Pikachu, use get. Again. Okay, I focus. I can do this. Sorry, yawn. Yeah, dance frog for follow sounds like a good extra tradition. I like it. It's good. Okay. There's no new evidence that they say we would just be going through everything that was presented the first time around. Manybears sympathizers are far too eager to believe his claims. Everyone likes a story where the RCMP are the bad guys. No one seems to care about what the RCMP has to say. And what about the 2 dead constables? Who will speak for them? That's what that guy ended up saying. When that announcement come out, Sandra Byrne is right here on the Ermine Skin Reserve raising money for lawyers, getting signatures on petitions, selling bumper stickers. Grover, he is now at the prison down near Drumheller in the Badlands. Grover was pretty smart. He looked ahead. He always knew he might get taken, Sandra say to us. We got a loose organization here at Hobama called the Ermine Skin Warrior Society, and Sandra be talking to 10 or so of us. She tell us what Grover say. Not safe to pass on information by mouth around a prison. Grover told her. Oh, that's what Grover told her. No matter how careful I whisper to you or one of my lawyers, they got microphones, can pick up sounds from a mile away. I can tell my lawyer things in confidence, but he's white and I'm Indian. I'm not sure that I can trust him. I hear the FBI went to one of Leonard Peltier's lawyers and said, here's $5,000 cash. Tell us what he told you. And that lawyer did. I don't know who Leonard Peltier is, but I'm guessing it's very relevant. Okay, go sleep, Adon. Go sleep. Take care. Good little tuck-in. Thank you, DJ. Sleep well. We'll see you another time, probably next week. Okay, One time I checked it out, Grover told her. I slapped my lawyer on the back as he was leaving and said, you ain't gonna be seeing me no more because me and a couple of other guys are walking on Friday night during the movie. Well, on Friday there was more activity around the joint that anyone's seen in years. About supper time they have a shakedown and claim to find illegal stuff in the cell of one of my friends. They cancel the movie, leave us all in our cells, and have a guard with a gun posted about every 15 feet in the corridors. Must have cost the government a few thousand for overtime, as well as however much they had to pay my lawyer to Fink. That's a good test, Grover. Good move. Then, buenas noches, yes, I am the tuck master. Aha, okay, we'll have you be in charge of the tucking people. And good to know, good to know. Then what Sandra show us is, is the way Grover write letters to her. He say, don't pay attention to the first 2 paragraphs, or the last 2. Look in the middle. I try not to write more than 6 paragraphs to a letter, and one of them middle paragraphs have a message in it. The second word of each sentence start with the important letter. Most of the paragraphs won't say anything, but you gotta check each one careful. Then she show us a letter he wrote. It look real ordinary. In it he talk about plain things like how much he missed Sandra and his friends, what records he might be listening to, and what books he'd been reading, and even what some of them books was about. Letters should be boring, Grover always say. If you rant and yell about how they treating you bad and what you gotta do when you get out, that kind of talk keep the censors awake. But if you write a lot of dull stuff, they just skip right over it. Hello, Yar. It is mostly well, but I am sick. But I go on. Okay. Sometimes when he was first in jail, he used to write real sexy letters to me, Sandra tell us. There wouldn't be any message in them. He'd just do it to entertain that censor guy. Next time the censor be looking for sexy parts, not find any, and pass the letter right on through. There you go. Grover is big-brained and I'm loving it. Sandra circled the important letters of the alphabet in Grover's letter, and sure enough they spell out, "Aw, I love you." Cute. He can tell me lots of secrets that way, she say, and laugh pretty. Aw, he's so cute. And he do tell her lots of secrets. One about every second letter. Won't be nothing special today, Sandra would say. This one is full of sexy talk. Then the next letter would be dull but have a message, or part of a message. Like one letter which spell out escape, or another time sept, like September, and still another, third, and finally, econo. The last one puzzle us until, while Sandra is on a visit to the prison at Drumheller, she see a garbage truck with Econo Disposal written on its door. Ooh! Thank you, Yar. I'm actually feeling a little bit better right now. And I wouldn't be streaming if I hadn't got myself in a good enough place. But yeah, I'm going to be skipping tonight because I need the sleeps. Okay. So she sees the Econo Disposal written on his door. We never said one suspicious word to each other, Sandra say and laugh, her brown eyes sparkling. We even talk about me moving to Drumheller and maybe even getting a job there. Made it sound like we're resigned to Grover being inside for a long time, just in case they were listening. Hee hee hee. You don't think we get excited as that 3rd of September get closer, and we get even more excited when Sandra say she going to let us help with the escape. She afraid the police might be watching her every time she leave the reserve. Yeah, good point. Sandra don't even visit that week. She spend her time in Calgary finding a place where it'd be safe for Grover to hide. We are outside the jail on that Tuesday night, September 3rd, just like we supposed to be. Oh, I'm excited, guys. I don't know who is included. If it's Frank, things are going to go off the rails. If it's not Frank, things are going to go okay. Oh, damn it, Frank's there. Dang it. It's not going to work. Okay, we're outside that Thursday night just like we supposed to. We have Louis Coyote's pickup truck with me driving, Frank Fence Post, and Robert Coyote and their girlfriends. It was Sandra who decided who should make the trip. Girl, you made a bad choice with Frank, but anyway. I'm dealing with information that hit me like a freight train. Oh, I'm so sorry to have that. That's tough, you are. I'm sorry. But we've got this crazy story at least. At least we got this. Oh, damn it, Frank's there. Yeah, literally though. With him there, it's never gonna go as planned. It's always gonna go off the rails. That's just how that happens. Okay, here we go. Robert, his girl Bertha, Big Charles, and me sit in the truck. Okay. Frank and Connie is in the truck box, drink 7-Up from cans, and dance to some music from Frank's transitor radio, what he borrow without asking from the Robinson store in Wetaskiwin. Little thief. We figure if we make a little noise instead of just looking sneaky, we less likely to get checked over by the police. 1,000% correct, my guy. At about 7 o'clock, a big blue garbage truck, say Econo Disposal Co. on the door, come rolling out the gate. As it turned the corner at the end of the block, we follow it. What if there's more than one truck, says Robert. We can only follow one at a time, I say. We have to trust Grover to give us the right time. Oh boy, okay. Yes, I'm glad you guys are sending hugs to Yar. Look at you guys, you're so sweet. I would also be sending a hug, but I am reading and my hands is busy. Okay. I tell you hug. I tell you I give you hug. There you go. Oh, and then I have a weird burp. Okay. Alright. Why you gotta slap me? Frickin' heck El Chiquitas. What a little love, guys. Oh, okay. Focus. So, that truck drive about 5 miles out into the Badlands and empty its load in a gully what being used as a garbage dump. We watch from the top of a rise maybe half a mile away. We stay right there on the side of the road until that truck passes us on our way back to town. We can't see no movement there in the garbage, but we drive on down anyway. The dump is silent. Ooh, good note. I'm not shrimping, but good note, because I could have ended up soon. Dump is silent. Oh, the only sounds a few magpies and land gulls quarreling. Quarreling over bits of food. Oh, let's do this. Okay. Thank you Freaking OBS. I just moved one thing, and then it's like, hey, I'm gonna move your volume down to minus 50? Freaking heck, no. Don't do that. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Alright, where was I? Yes, salute, you did very good. Okay. Land gulls quarreling over bits of food. We walk over to where we saw that truck dump its load. There's nobody around for miles, yelled Frank, turning up the volume on his radio. Come out, wherever you are. At that, the grapefruit halves and cabbage leaves start to move a bit, and the head of Grover Moneybear, still wrapped in a red bandana, appears. You must be Silas, he says to me, shaking some lettuce off his fingers so he can shake hands. We take him right to the house in Calgary, where Sandra has arranged to hide him. Sandra, she is at a bingo game at Blue Quills Hall where everyone will see her and know she couldn't have helped Grover escape. But that don't stop the RCMP from having a big search here on the reserve a couple of days later. A dozen or so police cars come slink onto the reserve at about 4 a.m. when everybody is asleep. OBS was naughty and got bonked. Yes, exactly. You scream at OBS, it does that. Okay, so I has Twitch window first, and then I've got OBS, and then I've got VTube Studio. And I clicked on VTube Studio to move my model just a little bit because I saw that her lack of a lower half was being shown, and that's illegal. And so I moved her, and then as I go back, that's when I got muted. And I didn't even click on OBS at all. I didn't even click on it. It was just like, oh, you're moving, how dare you? I scream and make you not able to scream. Rude. Anyway, okay. So they're showing up at 4 a.m., the RCMP, when everybody's asleep. They circle all the cabins, then start pounding on doors and have a look at everybody they find in each cabin. As usual, the raid is led by Constable Chrétien. We met him, the French guy. Chrétien. The only way he could be dumber is if he was bigger, is what Frank Fencepost says about him. Thanks, Frank. So he's a himbo? No. Who says he looks good, but he's big, at least. Constable Chrétien have a photograph of Grover Moneybears, one from a magazine where he is peering through prison bars. His red bandana is tied across his forehead, his hair touching the shoulders of his white t-shirt. The constable have that photo in his left hand and a flashlight in his right. He peer into the sleepy face of each man he find, then shine the light onto the photograph, then back to the suspect Indian as he compare the two. Sometimes he even take his right hand and cover the forehead of his suspect as he try to imagine that Indian wearing a red bandana. It's so stupid. Okay. I wasn't there to see it, but they say Mad Etta tied a red scarf around her forehead, and that Constable Chrétien spent about half an hour just walking around Mad Etta, staring at her from different angles. What, did he gain 300 pounds in a night? Mad Etta is huge, there's no way. Okay. Alright. Stop threatening my freaking frogs, DJ. Everybody stop the threatens. Oh, the hug is so nice. Do the hugs instead. Don't do the threatens. Do the hugs. Okay. He's staring at her from different angles, trying to decide if he got his man or not. That's what he was doing. Now that we got Grover out of jail, the big problem is what to do with him. We can move him around Calgary every few days. Maybe eventually get him to an Indian reserve somewhere. But it looked like he gonna have to hide out for one long time. Protect the frogs. Yes, thank you, Mask. I want to do something with my life. Hiding in one's spare room ain't that different from prison, Grover say. And I want to be with Sandra, too. No, I'm not giving, frog. Go away, the hunk, with that. I don't want to give. You don't get to kidnap. Okay. They ain't seen each other since Grover broke out because the police follow every move that Sandra make, which is why she'd been moving around Edmonton a lot. trying, but not too hard, to lose the police who follow her. One day, after visiting Grover, me and my friend Frank Fanspost was walking down one of the main streets in Calgary when all of a sudden we run right into my white brother-in-law, Robert McGregor McVeigh. We ain't seen him for a minute. Okay. He comes strutting out from one of them tall buildings, what is covered in blue glass, the color of moonlight, walk across the sidewalk and right into us. We would have ducked him if we could. Robert McVeigh is married to my sister Ileana. He don't know how to act around Indians, and just having him around is kind of like sloshing gasoline on a fire to try and put it out. Brother Bob is wearing a suit. In fact, Brother Bob looked like he was born wearing a suit. I can picture him in his crib wearing a tiny little suit and hat, a tie, and shiny shoes with toe rubbers. Today he's carrying a black briefcase that I bet is worth more than everything me and Frank is wearing. He brushed off the front of his suit like maybe he got dirty by bumping into us. "Well, Silas," he say to me, "it's good to see you." He says this to me as if I am an RCMP just pulled him over for going 100 miles an hour. "Hi there, Brother Bob," I say. We look kind of uneasy at each other. "You remember my friend Frank?" "I ought to," says Brother Bob, straightening his hat. "He's done more to ruin my life than anyone, except maybe you." Okay, rude. "Hi there, Fire Chief," says Frank, calling Brother Bob by the Indian name we give him a long time ago, and kind of waving his fingers at him and smiling a big, shit-eating smile. I have to admit, we have caused Brother Bob a certain amount of trouble in the past, but we always had good intentions. Mostly good intentions, you guys. Brother Bob looked at Frank like he was something a dog left on the sidewalk. Oof. And I figure he's about to go on his way when, just to make a conversation, I ask a question that eventually changed the lives of quite a few people. "How is that building you doing in your basement coming along?" Ileana, in one of her letters, tell how her and Brother Bob is building a suite in their basement, going to rent it out to make some extra money. Always had good intentions is a bit of a stretch. Really, though. Okay. And I wonder how this basement is going to change people's lives, but this is something. Okay. They're trying to rent it out, make extra money. I wrote back to say Ignis Mongoose, his 17 kids, 4 dogs, and a pony would be happy to rent it. Funny. I point out to Ileana that way she never get lonesome for the reserve. Ileana, she know I am only joking, but I bet Brother Bob is the kind of guy who reads her mail. Ooh. Illegal. But anyway. Okay. "We're having a little trouble right now," Brother Bob says. "In fact, I'm having a lot of trouble hanging the doors." "Government hanged my grandfather along with Louis Riel," says Frank, as he tried to play leapfrog with a parking meter. Oh, Frank, your energy is unparalleled. Okay. "Really?" say Brother Bob. "Yeah," says Frank. "That was before he got himself a family. If he died that young, I never been able to figure how he got to be my grandfather." "That doesn't make sense," says Brother Bob. "All I know is, when I was little, Grandpa Fencepost used to say, 'Frank, when I was young, I spent a long time hanging around with Louis Riel.'" Frank, you idiot. That doesn't mean he was hanged. Brother Bob make a bad face. By this time, I got an idea boiling up like steam in the back of my head. "Brother Bob," I say, "me and Frank, we been to the tech school at Wetaskiwin. I bet we could hang those doors for you." "Thanks anyway, Silas, but there's a lot more than doors involved. Actually, about all we've done is put up the studs and lay down some flooring. I had a fellow come in and do the wiring, but hiring help is real expensive." "Brother Bob," I almost yell, "you know what we do when somebody build a new place on the reserve? Everybody pitch in and do what they is best at. If you got the materials, we could finish up that place in no time." "Oh, I don't think so. We work for free." Brother Bob be pretty cheap, and I'm counting on that word free sinking in. "Besides," I say, "it's the neighborly thing to do. Your family and all, and we really do owe you a good turn. Brother Bob protests a lot, but the protests get weaker and weaker when he think of all the free work he going to get done. I'm gonna imagine that this is still gonna put Brother Bob in a very bad spot because he's planning something. Okay. Tomorrow's Friday. I'll bring a whole crew down and we get that job finished in no time. No booze. We all be really serious about making up to you for the accidents we've had. Hey, I'll even leave post toll here at home if he worry you too much. Smart move. Leave fence post away. Okay. Then I drag Frank away by the arm. Leave Brother Bob stand and hug his briefcase to him like it was a big tomcat. You wouldn't really leave me at home, would you? Say Frank as we get to the truck. I would if I have to, I say. 'Cause yeah. But right now we gotta get to Hobama and on to Edmonton to find Sandra Byrne. Sandra think my idea is a good one. Ooh, poor Brother Bob. Well, we'll see. Your brother-in-law's house is in a real fancy district. Police will never look there for Grover. There's more to my idea than just moving Grover in there, I say. I already checked with Mad Etta and she agreed with me. We're going to move you in there with Grover. Oh no, the police follow me. Not the way we figured. Then we tell her the rest of my idea. The next night, a whole crew of us arrive at Brother Bob's. He owned a fancy house way up in the northwest of Calgary where his back door look out over the foothills. On the way down, we sort of acquired a table saw that sit big in... Oh my gosh, you guys, okay. Table saw that sit big in the back of the truck, and Frank and Ethan ripped off enough tools to start a carpenter shop from stores in Wetaskiwin, Ponoka, Red Deer, and Airdrie. I'm guessing that's over the years, not just recently, but anyway. We bring along Fred Duhamel, who be a real carpenter, Charlie Big Six, who had a year as a plumber's helper, and Billy Big Charles, who used to work at a sash and door factory. There was no fooling around. Brother Bob couldn't believe it. By Sunday afternoon, we got the walls up and the carpet down, the plumbing installed, and all the paint and wallpaper done just the way it's supposed to be. This place is all ready to move into, we say. Brother Bob is some pleased. He run around wringing his hands together and smiling wider than I ever seen before. Maybe I could help you write up an ad for the newspaper, I say, hoping the idea will look like a worm in front of a fish. Brother Bob is feeling so good, he accept my offer, and him and me sit down at the dining room table and figure out what we want to say. What we finally come up with is one bedroom basement suite for quiet married couple. No children, no pets, no loud music. And then their phone number, 288-5902. I know how busy you are, Brother Bob, I say, already stuffing the ad in the pocket of my jean jacket. I'll take this here ad to the newspaper first thing in the morning. Me and Frank will even pay for it. Kind of a sweet warming present. I appreciate that, Brother Bob say. You know, I think you really have turned over a new leaf, Silas. Well. Brother Bob thanked us about 10 times for building the suite for him. He even offered us some food. So far, we kept Connie Big Charles running down to the nearest McDonald's and 7-Eleven stores. Sorry I don't have any Indian food for you. I should have had Ileana bake some hammock for you. Oh my God. Bannock, say Frank. Whatever, say Brother Bob. Bannock is the bread. Hammock is a frickin' bed. Okay. Boy, we sure move fast when we leave Brother Bob's. The big thing was for me to get away from there with that ad in my pocket. It never gonna get near the newspaper. We've told Grover our plan, and he thinks it is a good one. Sandra not so sure, but she is waiting at Hobama for us, not quite believing that we going to pull it off. What we said to Sandra the other day was, what kind of people do the police bother the least? I don't know, she say kind of annoyed. Ministers or old people? They never bother the kind of Indians come from India, we say, jumping up and down some. Those kind of Indians are clean, polite, and never cause nobody trouble. There's still plenty of issues with them, but compared to others, yeah, the police don't bother them as much. Just suppose somebody hold up a 7-Eleven store, says Frank Fencepost. They run away and the police come searching for them. If they seen 2 real Indians on the street, the police would run us in for questioning. But if there was 2 Pakistani Indians on the street, police asked them if they seen anybody around who looked suspicious. And they'd say they seen us, laughed Robert Coyote. We going to turn you and Grover into Indians, we say. You be able to live right under the noses of the police forever. Even get jobs, says Frank. Well, I don't know, says Sandra, but the idea grow on her as she come to see it as a way for her and Grover to be together. I don't know how I like the way that he's written this, but okay. It sure is a surprise the effect clothes has on a person. My girlfriend Sadie One Wound gone shopping in Edmonton on Saturday and bought a couple of these silky dresses that East Indian ladies wear. Bedelia Coyote and Sadie dress Sandra in a sari and sandals and tie a silky scarf over her head. With some super glue, they stick a tiny red stone, used to be part of one of Sadie's earrings, to Sandra's forehead just above her nose. When they finish, Sandra, who always looked as if she'd just been in a rodeo contest, looked soft, silky, and as if she never been near a reserve in her life. Monday morning, we drive Sandra, dressed in jeans, cowboy boots, and a denim jacket, up to the Alice Hotel coffee shop in Wetaskiwin. We pretty sure we being followed. Sandra go to the washroom carrying a shopping bag. A few minutes later, an East Indian lady come out of the washroom and go across the street to catch the southbound bus for Calgary. The rest of us head off to Calgary, too. Frank stayed in Calgary, and Monday morning he rip off a suit for Grover. Frank just go to a department store, try on a suit 1 size too large for him. When he come out of the changing room, he leap over a counter, run full speed, and yell like he being chased by a swarm of bees. Funny how people get out of your way when you act like that, he say. Freaking heck, Frank. Little thief. Earlier, me and Robert Coyote went for a ride in a taxi driven by an East Indian man with a turban. Hey, partner, we say. Can you take us to a store where they sell turbans like you wearing? That guy sure look at us funny, but he do what we ask. After we get one, we say, we give a $5 tip if you teach us how to tie this here turban up the way you wear yours. He really eye us funny, but everybody like to get $5, and he do it like we ask. At the place where Grover is hiding, we go through the phone book to find new names for him and Sandra. The man who drove the taxi was named Singh, and from the number on the phone book, Singh to Indians must be kind of like Smith to Canadians. There is a big variety of first names. Ajit, Aburam, Charanjit, Dalwar. I'm probably saying everything wrong. Okay, go eat, El Chiquitas. Enjoy food. Yes. Grover settled on Gurdev as a first name until I point up that it is much different from Grover. I read in a magazine once that when people take on fake names, they often pick the same initials as they had originally. I make sure Grover don't do that. He finally decide his name will be Sanjit Singh, and Sandra will become Ravinder Singh. We tie that bright scarlet turban around Grover Sanjit's head and shave his mustache. Oh no. With him dressed in a gray suit, a vest and tie, and shiny shoes, no one would ever know he used to be Grover Manybears. When Sandra arrives, her and Grover hardly know one another, and don't know whether to touch or not. They shake their heads, laugh, but they keep staring and staring at each other. One time at a sawmill, I worked with some East Indian guys, Sanjit say, which was Grover. This idea might just be okay. Next, Grover phoned Brother Bob's house. We know Ileana will answer. I've seen your kind notice in the newspaper. Please to tell me if the quiet 1-bedroom is rented, Grover say. I guess she say no, 'cause he go right on. I am a very quiet couple, please. No children, no pets. And we do not wear our shoes indoors. He makes arrangements to see the rooms after supper. Woo! It's gonna work. I'm in the same boat as El Chiquita. See you guys. Okay, Yar. Eat well. I hope you feel a lot more relaxed and you can deal with your heavy news, bud. Take care, please. Lots of hugs still your way. Generium 31. And you send another hug to Fett. Oh, nice. Cage 71 was that's pretty good. Okay. We haven't told Ileana what we are doing. Oh no. Okay. I know she'd understand, but she'd been living with a white man for a long time now. ... Trying my hardest. Thank you guys so much. Of course you are. Take care. Okay. We make sure we are there when Sanjeet and Ravinder Singh come to look at the apartment. Brother Bob's eyes sure get big when he see the way they is dressed. They look at the room, say they'll take it right away. Well, we haven't made up our minds, Brother Bob say. We have to think about it. How many other calls have you had from the ad I put in, I say. Well, none yet, say Brother Bob. I think you'd be just fine, says Ileana. I'm not sure, and I probably never will be, but I think when they introduce themselves, Ileana sort of flashed her eyes across Grover and Sandra's, and I think she sensed something. I sure hope she did anyway. Not to worry, we will make the place clean for you, Sanjit say. Smile like he just took first prize in something. It is clean, says Brother Bob, in a kind of offended voice. Not to feel badly, please. We will make the rooms, how you say it, so clean one could eat off the floor. You're not going to cook with any of that funny stuff, you know. Okay, Brother Bob is a racist, and I don't like him. Curry, whispers Ileana. Yeah, curry, or things that will smell the house up. Oh, not to worry, please. We are Canadians now. We have learned to cook with bacon grease and cabbage like everyone else. God. We keep a pretty close watch on the new tenants for the first few weeks. All our Calgary friends donate furniture, a chair here, a mattress there, an alarm clock from another place, and the people from SIF send us some money. I've applied for a government job, Sanjit tell us. Told them I have 3 degrees from schools in India. They'll never check them out. I've got an honest face, he say, and laugh. I might even get to work in the Attorney General's department. Wouldn't that be something? AKA the people that sent him to jail. Woohoo! Oh, I hope this works. The next Saturday, we is all sitting around in Brother Bob's living room, drinking coffee, when the doorbell ring. Oh no. My stomach drop about a foot when I pull back the drapes and see 2 Calgary policemen standing on the doorstep. Fuck. Ileana is already on her way to the front hall. I try to keep my voice calm. Maybe you should answer it, Brother Bob, I say. It's the police. Brother Bob jumped from his chair like there was a spring under his buns, and he bounded across the room. Okay, good. Grover and Sandra move real quick, head off through the kitchen for the basement, take their coffee cups with them. I can't hear what's being said at the door, but it sounded pretty businesslike, and I was giggling because I looked ahead. Anyway, okay. I take one more peek through the drapes, and there is an RCMP car cruising to a stop across the street. And there is another city police car parked next to our truck. Fuck! I bet if I was to look out the kitchen window, there'd be police cars in the alley, too. Damn it. Grover Sanjit told me he took off a piece of wallboard near the furnace, and that he got 2 rifles and enough bullets to last a month hid in there. Well, that's not good right now, but okay. Neither him nor Sandra plan to get captured without a fight. We're looking for the driver of that truck, one of the cops say, the old Ford. Oh, well, in that case, says my brother-in-law, come in. The man you're looking for is in the living room. Fucking hell, Bob! No, he's not. Louis Coyote is not there. Okay, so this is the part that I read ahead. You know I read Coyote. This is important. The truck is registered to one Louis Coyote, say another voice at the door. For some reason, he pronounced Louis's name Coyote. Is Mr. Coyote here? Because it's Coyote. That's what you call them. Anyway, okay. No, sir, I say, walking into the hall. I'm Silas Ermineskin. Mr. Coyote lets me drive his truck. I have all the papers here. And I haul out my driver's license and Louis's truck registration and insurance card. That policeman looked them all over real careful. Ugh. he finally say and hand them back to me. Then he questioned me for about 10 minutes about where me and the truck was the night Grover Many Bears escaped. Fuck. I explained that the truck was laid up at Fred Cryer's Texaco garage at Hobama on that day. We already arranged for Fred to back that up. Okay, good. Thank Fred Cryer. Okay. And who are all these other people? Asked the police. Everybody explained who they are. Police ain't very interested in Frank, Sadie, or Connie. The one they are interested in is Ileana. Fuck. She wasn't involved. Leave her alone. Who did you say you were again? One constable say to her. I'm Ileana McVeigh. I live here. Do all these people live here? They say to Brother Bob. Just me, my wife, and son, he say back. The others are my wife's relatives. At least the one you were questioning is. Fuck off. Okay. Brother Bob look at me like I'm a toilet that just overflowed. He didn't do anything. In this particular case, you can chill out, please. Okay. Do you mind if we have a look around? Say the police. Oh no. Of course not. I have nothing to hide, says Brother Bob. What is it you're looking for? We're looking for some escaped fugitives. ... I'm pretty sure I can hear Grover in the basement ripping off the wallboard as we are walking around. Brother Bob laughed. You won't find any here. I can vouch for Silas and his friend Posthole over there. They haven't escaped from anywhere, though sometimes I think they should be locked up. Okay, well, get away from me, Brother Bob. And Brother Bob laughed as he eased open the door to Bobby's room. My son's asleep in there, he say. The constable looked with one eye through the crack in the door. Sorry to bother you folks, he says. We had a report of a truck matching the description of the one outside, seen near the prison the night Grover Many Bears escaped. There were Indians in it, and when someone complained that some Indians had parked an old truck so one wheel was on their lawn, here in this respectable district, fuck off, we thought we'd better check it out. That's okay, Brother Bob says, as the constable is half-heartedly opening the door to the linen closet. What about downstairs, says the other officer. There's a suite. An East Indian couple live down there. That constable is poised at the top of the basement stairs. Oh no, 1 foot in open space. I imagine I hear Grover and Sandra rocking their rifles. Their names are Ratchet and Bravender Ravender or something funny, says Brother Bob. Okay, fuck off with that. Sanjit and Ravender Singh, says Ileana. Thank you, Ileana. Why did you marry Bob? Okay. He wears about 2 miles of turban around his head and says, Not to rip my face off, please, laughed Frank, who has been following us. Frank, you do not need to match Bob's energy right now, please. I'm so stressed out for them. Okay, we only have like half a page left. He works as a speed bump at a parking lot downtown, I say. Oh, fuck off. Bet I could arrange for them to work for you, says Frank. They'd make a nice pair of his and hers mud flaps for your cruiser. Okay, what? Okay, enough curry down there to singe your nose off, says Ileana, and her eyes flash across mine like raindrops cutting through the glare of a streetlight. Okay, wow. I understand we're trying to be shitty and get them away, but anyway, okay. I don't think we need to bother them, says the first constable, and turn back into the kitchen. I'm surprised you're all so prejudiced, he added. East Indian people are our most law-abiding citizens. Who's prejudiced, says Brother Bob. God, ick. After the police are gone, Brother Bob say to me, Silas, you're a pretty smart fellow. If you know anything about these fugitives, I trust you to do the right thing. Oh, you bet, Brother Bob, I say. You can always trust me to do the right thing. The end. I was so worried after the way the Gooch ended with like that giant cliffhanger of, did they die? Did they not die? This one theoretically ends well. The constables turned away. Bro said, damn, y'all are really racist. Yeah, and then he said it in a backhandedly racist way. This race is the best behaving. Okay, fuck off here. Oh god. Sweating, yes. But okay. That was Fugitives. Ooh. Thank you for the hydrate. Oh, I breathe. Dead in Tokyo. Hello, welcome in. Did you catch the end of that story? Because it was a wild ride, and I do not know how to summarize in a way that really does it justice. But it's wrapped up now. My goodness, we can all breathe. Woo! Thank you for the follow, Noah. I'm gonna do that now. Welcome. Yes, I did not. I've just entered. Okay. Well, we were reading stories from an author called W.P. Kinsella, and we were just finishing up the book, so that was the last story. We wrapped it all up. I'm still going to be streaming for another 45 minutes or something, 40 minutes. But, sub goal met? What do you mean sub goal met? Did someone just give a sub? The alarm went off, but I see no other things going on. Huh? Holy moly. I don't know what just happened. 65 subs. But it doesn't seem to be registering. The weekly sub goal didn't change. The chat activity didn't change. But my subscriber points did. That is so weird. 2 followers to go for follower goal. Yes, that's true. But what the heck was that with the subs point? Yes, we're getting to paper guillotine now. Sorry, DJ. Yes, that's absolutely what we're going to. There we go. That's what it was. Imperfect luck. Came in here to hear the... I thought Indians weren't racist. What an entrance, Imperfect luck. Welcome back. Hello. Thank you for this resub. Money frog time. Yay. I suppose we should have done the dancey for the new follow too anyway. But oh my goodness. Thank you, Imperfect luck. Oh my gosh. Yes. Okay, so that story summary, the last one. Our stories, the W.P. Kinsella stuff, is it's all fictional stories about a reservation in Alberta, and we've got our main guy that we follow around, Silas, with his various friends and such, including the most chaotic, the most ridiculous. We love him. We are concerned when he's in a story that we want to go well. Frank Fencepost. And there was a guy that was known for fighting for Indian native rights, and my bot Frankie F. What? Who's your bot? What? Frank is bad. My boy Frankie, yes. Frank is bad. Frank is not bad. He's just chaotic, and we're worried when we want things to go well because he will likely make it go off the rails. Not always. This time it worked. But we were nervous. Anyway, Frank Fencepost is our boy. Yeah, boy. But okay, so there was the guy that was fighting for native rights. He's the goat. He's the goat at chaos. The guy that's fighting for Indian rights is being chased down by the police. There's a big trigger warning here. Warning. There's a shootout. 2 RCMP are dead. They blame it on this guy that's been fighting for native rights, but they found someone else that did each of the shots because there was a bunch of people shooting. It wasn't the guy, but the police are still after him. They break him out of jail. They try and hide him, and while they're trying to hide him, the police are still looking for him. And it all ends with our main guy, Silas's brother-in-law, being unaware that they're hiding the fugitives in his basement suite because they're pretending to be East Indian, not Native American. And Brother Bob is racist all over the place, but he doesn't seem to recognize that. And when the police come, they all make little jabs about the supposed Pakistani couple downstairs or East Indian. They don't get specific because they just say things. And the cops are like, "Wow, I didn't think you guys would be so prejudiced." And then, that's already a moment. But then worse, he says, "'Cause those Indians are the best behaving citizens we have," which the cop does not recognize is racist of itself. Stop saying that. You don't get to have the high horse being surprised that they're prejudiced. You're prejudiced, Mr. RCMP man. Get out of here. Model minority is bullshit. Get out. And then, yeah, they managed to get away. It ends with no bad ending that we can tell. Every friend group needs a Frank. Yes, I gotta. We need some Franks in our lives, if for no other reason for those lovely quips that they give. Okay, it is time for triggers. I am pulling up the paper guillotine and prepping it because that is the first one on our list. Ooh, and I'll do a stretch. Okay, there we go. Posture check and hydrate. Good. Oh, a trigger word. Okay, I'll do that. The rain on the train falls neatly in Spain. I don't think that's quite the saying, but the rain on the train falls neatly in Spain. There you go, Genarium. Your goofy little trigger words continue forever. I love it. All right. Paper guillotine. There we go. Now you guys can see it. I'm going to move the mic so you can hear the guillotine, and we'll go. Okay. Let's get that out of the way. Ooh, loud. Sorry. This one's naturally gonna be loud, so you just gotta deal with. And there was the paper guillotine. It snap. It cut. Slice. Ooh. DJ and El Chiquitas, 94% love. Wow. Look at yous. Okay, it's gonna be sniffs time now. And with me being sick, there's some natural sniffs that you've been getting all this time, but now we do a big sniffs time. Here we go. There was a big sniff to end it all. There we go. Sniffs. If we have any other redeems, we've got another 15-20 minutes, and then I want to sign off so that I can get some things done before I go the heck to sleep because I am sick. I'm still feeling pretty good, but I know it's going to wear off. Ugh. My sinus medicines will put me back in bad, not good feelings. Ugh. If there's nothing... Ah, sorry, bonked you. I have my music sheet. And I do my musics again and again. Got someone new to us that we can raid. Ooh, exciting. Fat. I think that's a great idea. Oh, there's gonna be an ad. Okay. I'm warning you, there's an ad coming. I'm going to set it. I'm gonna send it. Just a 30-second. And then, yeah, I'm gonna be playing Kalimba if you guys don't make any trigger requests. So, here's your ad, and then Kalimba. The rest of you that don't have an ad, I don't know. You'll listen to me sniff some more, I don't know. 'Cause I have the sniffles. I really do wish that I was not sick right now because I feel bad that I am missing Tuesday already. You know what? I should grab the other books. I'm happy I don't get ads anymore. Me too. It's so nice. It's so nice for you guys to be able to, like, not even have to worry about it. I'm gonna scoot. Model, stop being funny. Okay. We're gonna try one of the other songs. Let's see. No, we're not gonna do that. And I don't know most of the songs in this little bookie that came with a kalimba. I'd have to, like, Google them. Because, like, this is something about the kalimba stuff. Is that they never have much for timing-wise. Like, they rarely have what looks like, you know, the music sheets where they have how long a note lasts. Most don't have that. This one has some stuff. I think I can understand what they're trying to do, but it still looks like weird and annoying because it's kalimba tab music anyway. Okay. So it helps a lot to know, and then you know the tempo that the notes are supposed to go at. But here we go. No. There you go. There it goes. Okay, I'll try that one again. Frog, Cupid plus a pouty equals love? Are you saying that you're shooting the pouty frog and making him a love frog? Because I love that. That's adorable. If you're saying that the pouty frog and the Cupid frog got together and they made a love frog, that's a very interesting family little dynamic, and I like that too. It's silly. Okay. Yes. Okay. Good. Make the poutiest of frogs happy little love frog. I love it. Oh, I'm not Sniffs. We should get rid of that. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna try that same song again. No baby. Good. Okay. Alright. Sorry, Raven's model always looks like she's asleep lately because she keeps looking down at her book and at her kalimba. Little model. but I have to look down. I'm sorry. Okay. Hmm? Hmm. Nope. Jeez, why am I... Mm. Aha. Okay. Back to some of the other songs that we've been practicing, and hopefully I am better at. In order as on my sheet. Ooh, thank you for the follow, Carlos. Welcome. We're just playing Kalimba right now because nobody's made trigger requests. But if you has a trigger, feel free to redeem that, and we will do it. Oh well, that does not need to be open. What are you doing here? Get away from me. Window. That didn't need to be open. Okay. Next one. Next one. One more. Yes, one more for the... Oh, thank you for hydrate. One more for the new follow goal, which, I mean, 900? One more follower to 900? Nuts. It's nuts. It's nuts. Okay. Oh, yes, and the dancey emote. You're right. Wait, what am I doing? We said that it was tradition. We gotta get into this tradition habit. We gotta do dancies for the new follower. Dance, dance, dance. Dancey dance. Okay. And we all do wow frogs for when we get to 1,000, okay? We lose our minds at 1,000. Carlos, Hi, Carlos. Okay, I'm gonna try this next thing. Oh, wait, I wanted to do this. Isn't that fun? Okay. Alright. The brain is spreading. Oh no. Okay. Yes. I got it. Kinda. I did that again. I messed that up. Okay. Okay. Ready to focus. was a little bit all over the place. But oh, is one bigger than the other? Yeah, the emotes are kind of weirdly missized. I don't understand them. And it's inconsistent, too. The chat isn't consistent about it. Two different frogs. Beautiful. Oh, thank you, Carlos. Sorry, the mic is far away because I'm doing the kalimba, but I'll lean in and say hi. Thank you. Okay, one more song. Do-do-do-do. And if no one requests any other triggers, then I'll just keep doing kalimba. But, you know, for right now, one more song. More kalimba is always nice to me. I love kalimba. Well, fine, you guys. I'll keep playing the same, like, 4 songs. 3 or 4 songs over and over. Hopefully getting a slightly bit better each time. Okay. We have Bonnie and Rainbow and Ode and the birthday. Ugh. Ooh, stretch. Oh, okay, I'll stretch. It's a good suggestion. Ooh, the button. Oh, come on. I'm not getting as much of a stretch on that side. I don't know why. Oh, that was a good back crack. Okay. KalimbaTabs.net is a useful site, but they use mostly user-submitted, so sometimes the tabs are a bit inaccurate for the songs. Yes. Oh, stretch my fingers? Ooh, good point. It's mostly thumbs with the kalimba, of course. You don't really do a... with all of them like you're typing. You hold it and then you just use your thumbs. And right now, one of my thumbs has a much longer nail, and I think it's hitting things weird. I feel like it's both helpful because it feels like it's a separate tool and it's not my thumb, but then it also sounds so different from the other thumb if I'm listening really close. So it's funny. Anyway, okay. Maybe I should trim it. It'll be a disappointment when it breaks, but anyway, for now. Super strong thumbnail. Okay, I'll do this one. Go back to Ode and play that till I can kind of get it all together. Okay, how did I manage to do that without so many... Like, I was delayed a little bit, but not fuck-ups? How did I do that? How did I do that? I'll still go through one more time. I'll probably mess it up more this time. Okay. Yeah, I messed it up. There you go. Okay, okay, okay. Mm. Again, that went really well considering. Okay, what the heck? One more time, just cuz. Freaking heck! Clapping Frau Gewohnt. Ooh, clapping. Do we have that one on the list? I will add clapping to the list. We have a bajillion emote lists. Okay. Okay. And close it out, Raven. We got this. Nope. Okay. Nope. Wow, that was okay. How am I? That one was a bit out of tempo and such. Very stumbly, very, very stumbly. Go again. Only got a few minutes left. I don't know. I think it is time to raid out and get Raven some bed. I think it is time. Alright. I'm gonna put that away. My boy Raven. I know, I'm sorry, DJ. But I had a very good stream. You know, I was feeling sick and I'm like, I feel better, I should stream. I gotta not skip stream. And so many times I'm like, oh, I feel bad, I gotta do that. And then I'm in the stream and I'm like, I feel like I could maybe hang out here for a while. You guys are so nice. It's so good to hang out with you guys. But then also I'm like, no, I know that this is gonna wear off and I'm gonna feel like poop soon. So let's give me some rest. Oh, thank you for that. Excuse me. Ah, Natsuko. Okay. Thank you guys. I expect I will feel better by tomorrow, or maybe it's the next day that I'll feel good. But either way, if I don't feel good by next week, then someone's cursed me, because that would make no sense. But anyway, alright. Let's get raid messages up so I can copy them. And let's raid out. Natsuko. Natsuko. Yes. There's our raid message number 1, and there's 2. So you can copy them if you've got the emotes. If you've got subscription, then you can copy the first one, and if not, the second one. But okay. Natsuko. Come here, Natsuko. Oh, Jesus. That's a lot of viewers at once. Wow. Huh. Okay. Oh, wow. I see why. That looks so real. Who the heck made your... Oh, wow. That's so cool. She's so pretty. Okay. How many? Over 1,000. Over 1,000 viewers at once right now. It's 1278 at this moment. It's a heckin' lots. Yes. You can send me the artist? It's actually really reasonable. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Alright, we're gonna raid over to that. And hopefully it's a good little cozy time. Holy moly, I die. I mean, maybe. But okay, thank you everybody for being here. I really appreciate everybody that's joined us, new and old. Have a good day. Have a good night. I'm scared. Don't be scared. It looks so pretty. It looks like it's going to be so cozy and nice. 500 to 600 in total art and rig. Well, I'm going to focus on getting my gaming computer before that, but that's probably the next big milestone thingy to save up for. But okay, here we go. Oh, thank you, Lahonk. You too, Lahonk. Alright, we raid. Goodbye, everybody. Have a good day. Good night. Let's go. We raid. Do-do-do-do-do-do. And... Ooh.